Hi, this is Mohit Suri and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
The person which I personally felt, I think is really diametrically different from what we've seen him in is Riteish Deshmukh. He's been doing all these sex comedies and ensemble cast films. He is quite successful in that as well. But here, even that one moment when he turns back, he's called the villain. And I think it has a moment to it. मतलब even बगैर कुछ कहे बहुत कुछ कह दिया रितेश ने. Do you agree that this is different from what he's done?
Yeah, it is. I think the film is very different from what he's done. It's not the character that he's playing. You think that he's never done a film like this, but there's no one better for this role. He's playing a very interesting role, which I can't really reveal at the moment because it's going to give away the plot. He's someone you would find on the bus sitting next to you. He's someone you would find on the train walking next to you. He's someone who lives a normal 9-to-5 job. Who's someone who's as arm as praise and lives his life with his wife and his kid. But he's got a very interesting twist in the film. I've always liked to do that. I mean, there were questions like this hurled upon me when I cast Aditya and Shraddha in Ashiki, talking about they're not newcomers and they've not really done that well. I don't know why I do these decisions and why I do that. Even Mr. Bhatt was asking me, why are you casting Riteish in this role? He's a comic guy.
Exactly. Which I think he personally wants to break out from because he doesn't want to do sex comedies
and I
anymore.
think he's a great actor and I think he's done more films than both of us put together. I mean, he's got an experience of about 24 films. So I guess he's the most senior on our set.
He's done a film like Run, which was very interesting.
But I haven't seen that film. In fact, I've seen Masti 2. I've not seen Masti 1 also. I cast him with the person I met and I knew, and I thought it was very interestingly placed in a particular position to put him in that role. And all said and done, I think everyone, I believe, you like his simple shot that he just turns and looks, is because there's a lot of shouting and screaming and a lot of heartbreaking that Sidharth is doing before that. It's the balance of everyone that makes everyone shine.
Right.
If Riteish looks cold and steely and just normal in return, it's because a shot before that, Sidharth has screamed and is shouting and has done something that you've not seen him do in Student of the Year. Or you have Shraddha's voice calling out to him. So I think everyone in this trailer is going to complement each other.
Sidharth Malhota, a lot of his fans are very excited about it because Hasi Tapasi, people felt that it was Pariniti was at the forefront. Student of the Year, it was an ensemble thing. He was noticed, I think, in a big way because of the projection part of it. This is one film that people are really excited about him as an actor, because he seems to be coming into his own. You can make out from the body language. Something about Sidharth Malhota and our experience of.
I have always said that like even when Jacqueline was doing Murder with me, or when Shraddha when she did Ashiki, or Aditya when he did Ashiki, or when Imran did Murder 2 also, or whatever. I've always felt that an actor is someone who decides his own fate. I've always believed an actor knows how he can actually do something to a particular role, and maybe the world has not seen him that way yet. There's a branding done to every person who's successful in this industry. Sidharth actually made this move. Sidharth actually called me up and said, I want to meet you for lunch. This was even before Ashiki released. He probably knew he fitted into this film in a particular way. He had heard about the script being in the market and via the younger people, because I was very keen in working with the younger boys. He has actually met me for lunch and he spoke to me, and I would have looked at him as this boy who's come from Delhi, from this rich household, who I don't know would understand this angst in this character. But then when I met him and I hung out with him and I spoke to him and I see how he's moved his way up, how he's survived in the city like Bombay, how he's lived pretty much a similar background to that I have been. And in fact, it was because I at least had family here. He's made family here, he's made friends here, he's created a world of his own here. So all that just made me think about him more. Although he was projected like a boy, there was more man in him in this film that I needed. So I believe he is someone who's been a conscious architect of his life and this role. If he's good in this film, is not because I have some special skills, it's because he saw that change in himself in his head. I think change doesn't happen by changing costumes and changing looks or growing a beard. I think change happens by changing a mental framework, which is something that he did with himself. So I think all credit to him. He's worked so hard. I rarely met someone who worked so hard in a film. Maybe he's a lot more fitter than anyone, but the physical strength required. My film is a draining film usually. It makes you have to break down, you have to cry, you have to do all this stuff and to do it again and again. Takes a lot of effort. So full marks to him for whatever he's shining out in this film is because of him.